Today, we're going to learn how to start winning the week. Meal prep is our friend. And if you are someone that is really struggling to be successful with food, successful with moving that scale in the right direction, be able to drop some weight, it's because we're not fueling our body. And today, I'm going to talk about exactly how to start taking action. And when we look at the Pride method, we talk about a reverse diet. And what we want to do beforehand is simply owning our power and breaking it down to be able to understand you have to start taking action by planning ahead. So this is winning the week is what we're going to talk about right now. When we are looking at meal prep and where to start, and this is how I teach clients when they come inside the program, is I want you to get really clear on what your week looks like. And what I mean by that is simply having a calendar, just a week calendar, and understanding when you are going to be going out to eat, like how many times that might be, because everybody's going to be different. And that also might be a reason why your bank account is looking a little low. If we want to save some money, meal prep is our friend. So when you work with me and you get into this position to be in stronger numbers, we're going to save money because we're going to learn how to start fueling our body. But you right now, you're learning how to win the week, simply. How many times do you plan to eat out through the day? Meaning how many meals? So for me, I'm eating around 5 to 6 because I like to have a snack in between lunch and dinner and breakfast and lunch. I don't know why I did that backwards, but it is what it is. Okay. The other thing is looking at our protein options and our carb choices. You don't know what that is. You're going to need to make sure that you get really clear on what's protein, what's a carb. Okay. This next slide, went backwards, my bad. Okay, write it out. And I have one of these papers in front of me that clients get as well to be able to do it on their time, to be able to start moving in the right direction, to be able to start walking with pride. But right here, as you can see, this is the same document, but written out on a week in August. And for me, this is super helpful. I'm a visual learner. I love seeing the things on paper, and then after writing out my week of what I'm going to be having, this right hand side is the groceries I need to buy. And looking in your fridge and seeing, okay, what options do I really need to buy to be able to be successful? And if we can get really clear on that, we are going to start saving money and not be shopping with our eyeballs. Okay, so when are you going out again? Like I said, what is for lunch, dinner, and your snacks? Build out that grocery list. So my breakfast is going to be a pre-workout, which is usually going to be, again, around carbs and making sure that I have carbs before my workout because that is a source of energy. Carbs is for energy. And then the post-workout. So a shake is typically what I have, and then a breakfast meal. It says eggs. I'm a creature of habit, and I always have eggs, some type of toast. I'm a sourdough lover, but right now I'm currently on bagels, eggs, and a slice of cheese. So a little egg sandwich. Sweet. Okay, and then my lunch is a protein pasta, super simple meal. Only 3 items you need there. And then chicken, yellow taters, and some veggies. So there's 2 sources of protein there. A ground turkey is usually what I do for protein pasta, or you can do ground beef, and then chicken. So those are 3 options that I just listed off on protein sources. The carb options would be your taters and then pasta, obviously it is, but the protein pasta that I get, the pasta noodles are actually good in protein source. Then my snacks, can't really see here, but typically do like a yogurt, an apple, sometimes a shake, or a protein bar. But you need to pay attention to the bars that you're getting because some can be really, really high in fat depending on what you're looking at. And then here to be really clear on what I'm saying, looking ahead at our week, because weekends is the toughest time for people to stay on track. We fall out of routine and go into old habits of like eating the bad foods because we're not getting up at the same time. We're not prioritizing us, right? And so I had a wedding that weekend, and so I wrote that down. That was a meal I did not have to buy, but simply understanding that I still need to take care of myself and prioritize the things. And that is exactly what we learn inside Stronger in Numbers, of learning how to prioritize to start winning and not letting the weekend win you. Okay, so 2 to 3 protein options. That way it gives me some variety. I don't get bored. So I cook all of the chicken, I cook all of the beef, and then I can swap out what I'm doing throughout my meals. And that way, if I don't want to cook for a dinner, I already have that made. Same thing with carbs, having 2 to 3 options and making all of it and then just rotating out here and there. But it also gives me some ability to prioritize a budget and not overspend. So 2 to 3 options if you want to get more cool, but I just love keeping it simple and getting rice, taters, and oats is a source of carbs. But that's my breakfast before my workout. But understanding what is a protein, what is a carb, and this is something that we learn inside Stronger in Numbers when they receive a document that has it all broken down for them of understanding what is what. Okay, and the last couple things that I got here is you need to start taking action. If you have not been seeing your body change the way you want it to look a certain way, it all comes down to food. Okay, it says right here, 80% comes down to nutrition. If you are doing 80% of working out and thinking it's only 20% of your food, you got it twisted. You need to prioritize food. Protein, if you are not getting enough protein and being consistent with it, this is why you're not seeing the results. You need to be consistent with that number and consistent with calories. The other reason why I love meal prep and to set ourselves up for success, it takes out the guesswork in the kitchen. Me being a busy entrepreneur and going to a day job is really tough, especially when I get home after a long day. I just like to have things already ready to go and I don't have to figure it out. I just pull it out of the microwave, out of the fridge, and I'm ready to roll. Less time and not spending as much money. Okay, we're not spending as much money. We're not spending a whole lot of time going to the grocery store and buying so many things or going out to eat because we just don't want to cook. This is a problem you need to fix. You need to start fueling your body to get the results. And if you're constantly eating out and you're constantly buying the things that aren't fueling your body, that's why you're stuck. So again, this gets you the results. Taking the time and setting yourself up to win for success. The shift. This is what is the most difficult thing, and it takes time. I have literally struggled for so many years, but when I got really clear of seeing food as just fuel and not a punishment, not restricted, I started to shift in the way I wanted to. And just learning that food is my friend. I just need to figure out how to make it work to my lifestyle and be successful with it, to be consistent. I want you to shift away from the I don't have time, because you fucking do. I want you to start showing up and prioritizing the things that matter. Nutrition helps with the mentality, our mental state of being clean, being able to think clearly, having better energy, all right? Start prioritizing you. This matters. If you want to see results, you are going to stop saying, I don't have the time, I can't do this, I can't. Stop saying I can't and start doing. Start taking action. The choice is yours. You are the only person that gets to control the outcome. We are leaning into it and trusting the process. And the first letter in the LGBTQ way is owning our power, leaning into our power, and becoming the person that we always wanted to. We just needed to trust the process and having some clarity along the way. This last piece, my favorite, that I always say in all my videos, on all my social media, set yourself up to win. Set yourself up to be successful this week. Do the damn thing. Stop blaming others. Stop blaming the environment. Stop doing this. Stop doing that. Start doing and prioritizing you. Your life matters. Do the damn thing.